Grand Rising. Good day. And good night. I hope you all are doing well. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to 144 from the stars. Terrell. We're not going to give Odin a treat. The evidence of why is still in his bed. There's a piece of bread because he stole a plate of food off the altar today right before work. So he will not be getting a treat. The collective can get a treat though. Here you go, collective. We love you. Thank you for being here. The totem for this message is going to be a sugar plum fairy. I've got some word I'm going to share with you all. I'm going to be reading from Psalms 59. I'm going to start at verse 8 and I'm going to read till verse 17. But you, O Yahuwah, shall laugh at them. You shall have all the heathen in derision. Because of his strength will I wait upon you, for Elohim is my defense. The Elohai of my mercy shall prevent me. Elohim shall let me see my desire upon my enemies. Slay them not, lest my people forget. Scatter them by your power, and bring them down. O Adonai, our shield, for the sin of their mouth and the words of their lips, let them even be taken in their pride, and for cursing and lying which they speak. Consume them in wrath, consume them, that they may not be, and let them know that Elohim rules, and Ya'akov to the ends of the earth. Selah. And at evening, let them return, and let them make a noise like a dog, and go round about the city. Let them wander up and down for meat and grudge, if they be not satisfied. But I will sing for your power. Yeah, I will sing aloud of your mercy in the morning. For you have been my defense and refuge in the day of my trouble. Unto you, O my strength, will I sing. For Elohim is my defense and the Elohai of my mercy. I feel that a cycle is finally coming to an end. Finally, the heathen is getting their justice. Finally, things are being removed. Finally, they're not allowed here anymore. Okay, there is some crimes. I don't know. I just feel like someone's like going to court or they're going to jail or they're facing judgment or like there's convictions, man. Like this reading's just like, I don't know what it is. But I feel like it's exactly what you knew it would be. Like basically what I'm sensing from this reading is exactly what you have known was going to eventually happen. One day you will meet your day. Well, it is that day. They have met their day. This past new moon was significant. Like, damn, it was significant. The things that are coming through, the new that's coming in, oh yeah, people better recognize who the power and authority is. All right? Got them shaking in their boots. All right, let's just go straight into tarot. Let's see what Spirit would like you to know. Being removed. You know, earlier when I was reading the scripture, I literally felt, oh gosh. There's different ways to experience returning to God. I'm just going to say something. For certain kinds of energies that just are so far gone from the will. Reduce, reuse, recycle. They will return and then be the very substance that we use to create. Damn. Yeah, it's forever death. It's permanent. You're no more. You just don't exist. That I'm like, yeah, it's not a joke. It's not funny. It's really not. That was a nervous laugh because it's serious. It is serious, but I do feel that kind of judgment here. Like there are spirits or souls or energies that are just simply no more. They literally don't exist. They have returned to dust. Okay. A premonition you have had is coming true. 4 of Pentacles with this Queen of Cups out here. What is this? And we've got this Chariot. She's not looking at it though. I'm almost getting this energy like they're whoever this Queen of Cups is, and it does not have to be a feminine energy at all. This is just a very low-spirited energy, like a dark-spirited. It's just not a good energy. It's not love. It's not love at all. This person has been holding on to your energy, trying to hold on to you. They've literally been trying to like attach or implant themselves on you is what it feels like. They've been trying to like be a bug or a parasite. Maybe they've been trying to bug or surveillance you. I remember giving a reading very recently, and I remember feeling God step in through me. Like he was upset about people interfering with his children's technology and surveillancing on them. So I don't know if that resonates, but damn, they about to get it, yo. This judgment is bad. It's bad. It's scary. It's kind of scary. I'm not going to lie. Like, it's a little scary. 2 of Swords. And because we're closing it. We're done. We're done. I'm done with the bullshit. That's really like... Okay, so anyways, I'm just going to sum up some of the energies I'm sensing. Very dark, evil, intended, spirited individuals, all right, that have been holding on or trying to hold on to God's righteous. You guys have like integrated and gone through a massive ascension. That's crazy, crazy. Now, part of this is like, these individuals are facing some very harsh and serious judgment. Like I said, reduce, reuse, recycle. Like some of these spirits are literally going to be turned into the material that God's children use to create with. Yeah. All right. So I'm feeling some of these individuals, they are so fixated on their agenda of evil that they don't even see this Chariot approaching them. This would be like the equivalent of like sitting in an alley and pulling out your stash and getting ready to do some crack, like right then and there, and you don't even realize the cop is standing right behind you the whole time. Like, that's what I'm sensing from this dynamic. It's like they are so fixated on doing whatever. It's like they're a fiend for this shit. Like they're addicted to the spell work, or they're addicted to the evil. They're addicted to the evil. They're addicted. I don't know what it is. It's not good. Like they're like hooked on it. They can't stop. It's like fiendish, like a fiend, like a demon. They can't stop. They can't help themselves. They're possessed. They literally can't help themselves. I don't know if you've ever seen people when they get really, really far gone on a certain crystalline substance that starts with an M, they're demonic. The person that used to be in that body is already in hell, and that skin suit's now a vessel for demons. I'm serious. I've seen it. I've witnessed it happen. I've almost been dragged to hell because of that substance. So I know it's a real thing. I'm basically getting like the demon is possessing these people completely. Like they're not even children of God anymore. Like they're just these really dark spirits that have taken over, and they just are fiends to whatever they are fiends to. And they just can't help themselves but to feed on this desire. It's compulsive to the point to where they're doing stupid shit like pulling out their stash and trying to get high right in front of the cop, not even realizing that's a cop. Like there's just something so like they're so stuck on evil that they don't even realize there's authority watching them or approaching them or coming to them. There's judgment. They don't see it. So Like, I don't know if someone's about to get caught getting high or something, but like, they about to get caught with their pants down. It's the energy. Like, it's crazy. I don't know if you've ever had a cop tap on your window when you weren't expecting, and you're sitting there parked and the cop comes tap on your window and you've literally got like a few life sentences sitting in the car and in your lap. Like, that's what this feels like. It literally feels like that. It feels like they getting caught red-handed and they didn't expect it. It's just like that out of nowhere. Your life is ruined. Your life is over. Your life is forever different. It will never go back. I don't know what they're getting caught up in, but they're literally getting caught up in the moment of doing it. They're getting arrested or getting caught or observed or what. Like, it's spooky. Like, this doesn't have to be talking about like substance or drugs at all. It's just, I'm relating to that kind of energy because it just feels like someone is like obsessively, fiendishly doing something criminal or doing something illegal or doing something wicked or cruel or wrong, and they can't help themselves. Like, there's something sick or wrong with this spirited individual. They are possessed. They can't help themselves. They're not them anymore. And I don't know. I don't know if you guys are getting the picture. I'm feeling in this energy, but like, damn, I don't know. It's not good. It's not great energy. My heart hurts. My heart just started hurting out of nowhere, and I don't have any reason to have chest pain. So I feel like that was part of this message. There might be something about substance, honestly. And I got a flashback of a reading I gave about there were individuals targeting someone in the collective, and there was like an attempt of an like assassination type thing being done on you, and that failed, and like divine intervention happened, and someone ended up like in the hospital because of substance, or in the hospital for like an OD or heart palpitations or something. Like, I don't know. There's a lot of energies in here. This reading feels like the judgment for a lot of situations I've already given readings for. And this feels like the conclusion of it. Like, we've already addressed the story. We already understand the characters. We already understand the motives, the narrative. It's time for it to come to an end. Damn, I don't know. Nine of Wands. It's been a and it's time to cut it. Hierophant. It's literally some kind of spiritual divine authority is coming in and ending it. It's putting a stop to this. Okay, what about this Chariot, The Prince of Cups? Oh gosh, the Six of Cups. And then the Wheel of Fortune reversed. This is judgment for what they did in the past. And I felt that. This Knight of Cups with the Six of Cups and the Chariot is literally God. That's who this Chariot Knight of Cups is God. And there is a feeling some type of way about some things. And it's about everything that's observed and known and recorded under the sun about what these people have been doing for way too long, and they're done. They're done. It's over for them. There's some energies that literally don't have mercy. There's some. I mean, not everything is that harsh. God's a perfect judge. I'm picking up on the will of God, not the will of a man, okay? But for some men or women that are receiving this will of God, there isn't mercy. Reduce, reuse, recycle. You've denied me. And everything that comes out from me will return back to me. Universe, we're closing out so much. This reading is really talking about a huge, conclusive judgment on a lot of cycles. So this could be on theft. This could be on crimes. This could be on networks of corruption and crime. This could be dark practitioners. This could be gang stalking. There's a lot in this. This is a collective reading, and it's judgment on all of these things. And the one that's addressing it is God. And that's why I was like, there's an energy in this judgment that's kind of scary. And I don't know, these people might be scared by what's coming. I don't know if, and the thing is, like, this is the kind of fear that you don't expect. This is the fear that jumps you out, like it just snatches your soul. Like, I don't know if you've ever just been having the time of your life doing something you weren't supposed to, and then you got caught, but it's like that, but a lot worse. So much more intense. Like, this is eternal. You feel it in the being of your existence. Like, your whole existence is under judgment. Like, that's serious. That's very serious. That someone might not exist anymore. It's going to scare the shit out of them. Temperance. You're just being asked to, like, if you resonated with the phoenix and the brown cow kind of messages that came up recent about going through this transformation and purging and integrating your light and dark, I want you to know, like, you just focus on being in temperance and grounding and healing and resting and going through this transformation, because the judgment with the enemies is being handled directly by God. Like, I literally am feeling God move across the surface of Earth. And it's not the same way as like in Genesis, where Adam and Eve, you know, in the cool of the day felt the, you know, the presence or heard the presence of God walking in the garden. It's not quite like that. This is more like, think like Revelations, how Christ returns. It feels a little more like that. That's how God's moving across the face of the earth. Like, it's like, jeez. All right. Temperance, 10 of Pentacles. There's some kind of huge return. This is an energetic reap. That was the death energy. I knew, I've been feeling there was a big harvest coming up. I've been feeling that energy, like death is coming to collect. Death is coming to collect. Oh my gosh. It's crazy. 10 of Swords. I literally was just talking about death coming to collect. 10 of Swords. It's a done deal. It's over. Their estate, they're fine. Like, everything's returning. It's returning. Those of you that have been stolen from, or you've experienced thefts, or you haven't gotten your inheritance, or you haven't gotten some kind of, like, you've experienced crimes against you in the past, that's what this judgment is talking about. And this is reminding me of recent readings where I gave something similar, a message in that reading I'm being reminded of, I gave, was I said that the world was so corrupted that the only way you were going to get your justice was if God came on earth and did it himself. Himself, herself. Y'all, stop fucking going in the comments and getting so triggered by how I address our God. It doesn't matter. I could call God mom. I can call God dad. I can call God El, Yahuwah, Jehovah. Like, I could call him a tree stump. Get over it. Like, I understand this collective has an imbalanced wound with the divine feminine energy, but don't fucking project that shit onto me. I'm getting so annoyed with it. I'm just going to block and delete. Jonk. Like, you're just going to be gone, because it's really, like, not needed. I don't need someone coming in the comments on my channel and trying to be like, okay, well, I'm going to tell you this. Now take a deep breath. But our God, all right, shut the fuck up. Damn. Like, if that's the only thing useful you got to say, shut up. Like, I understand when it's genuine and valid, but literally it's just projected and unhealed bullshit. You think I need to receive some kind of information from you? No, you're just projecting something you haven't accepted about yourself or the world around you. You hear someone say Heavenly Father and you get all butthurt, like, oh no, God ain't masculine. It's, yo, chill out. It's about the relationship in our heart. That's the issue, is people making it a pride and ego thing. Who the fuck are you to judge how anyone connects to their God? That's not for us. I'm not going to throw any religions under the bus, but I have seen very hypocritical things happen in religions. And it's just mind-boggling. And that's why a lot of people have wounds about religions, because the shit is just like, are you serious? You guys aren't even practicing what you're preaching. You guys are the most judgmental assholes I have ever met. And you say it's all in the name of what? How's that love? I don't know. I had to address that real quick. Empress energy, all right, divine feminine energy. And just for the record, I love our God, regardless of how, like, I don't know, it's just weird. Like, people get so, like, butthurt and triggered and make things, like, a personal thing. Like, it's personal between me and you. Like, it literally has nothing to do with me or you. It's about you and God, and me and God. Like, why the fuck are we mixing shit up? Five of Swords. People are confused. And there needs to be some clarity, and there needs to be some judgment. And some people are going to be leaving this world. We have this Ace of Swords, and we got this Five of Swords, and the Ten of Swords, and the Three of Swords. That's a lot of sword. That's a lot of swords. All right? And this is the Magician out here. Like, this is what's been manifested. This is what's been needed. Like, literally, your pain and your agony was the birthing pains of this manifested divine judgment. That's what I felt, because I saw this Magician, and then I saw the Page of Pentacles, and now I'm flipping to the Queen of Pentacles with the Three of Wands. So there's a progression there with the Page of Wands. Yeah, and the Tower. That's that fiery, like, spirit baby popping out, and it's death. Like, geez, okay. I really felt that. I felt that your emotional, physical, like, your pain, the suffering you went through were literally the labor pains of this divine judgment being birthed into this world. It was crazy. I'm serious. I literally felt it. I saw it. Someone may have had some kind of weird experience, and now you've got, like, chills because this was another piece to the puzzle. Like, yeah, I felt that too. You were, like, spiritually pregnant with God's judgment, and the pain in your sacral, in your womb or something, man. I don't know. That was like divine alchemy. There was something with that. That was unique. That was different. All right. And now the truth is coming out. Now the truth is coming out. It's just very thorough. Very thorough. There's still something about this divine feminine, divine masculine energy, because I'm still feeling it. I'm still feeling the energy in this reading. Like, I already addressed the thing about how, like, some people get so triggered about God and will, like, get all mad and, like, attack you because you say father or mother or L or they or them or, you know, tree stump or dandelion, but, like, you know, whatever. But what I'm sensing is there's something about this energy about you being a feminine. And that won't be for everyone, but there's something about for someone, and that this message is for, that there's an imbalance in this situation. And, like, I think I'm giving a follow-up for a message that I have, like, I've singled you out a couple times in some readings and said that your mission is extremely important for the divine feminine and the collective consciousness, and that you will heal through your work. Well, you have been under a lot of attack because of the patriarch. It's an old system of power that has been here, like, in Old Testament times, and it's still here. It's still here. And it's hidden in even religion. It's hidden in education. It's hidden in a lot of things. And that's what someone has been up against, is this systematic, I don't know, like, dogma, or like this systematic imbalanced rule. It's a suppression of the feminine energy. And as you were being attacked, because your mission was so important, because of what you are in a soul, and I think you're very close to actually knowing who you are on a soul level, like literally knowing exactly what you are, and it's going to surprise the shit out you. You already know some of your previous incarnations. You already know that you've been Mother Mary. You already know that I mean, like, I could go on the list and probably give you some synchronicities, so it would, like, give you goosebumps, but I'm not going to do that to you. We're just going to accept that we know who we're talking about here. But you're very close to knowing who you actually are. And you're a divine mother. Okay, we'll just leave it at that. You're a divine mother. That's the hint I'm allowed to give you. Oh, I felt it. Spirit's so close to letting me know. That means you're really close to knowing yourself. I felt that energy when spirit thins the veil for me, for a specific individual. I felt that. So you're very close. You're very close to knowing. But you have done a lot of very important work for this collective in regards to divine feminine energies and balancing this out and removing these low vibrational entities and archetypes from positions of power in this world. So that way we could balance it. We could balance the masculine, balance the feminine, and make it as above, so below. Now, as you were under attack by these demons, by these spirits, by this corruption, by these unaliving attempts and this organized spell work, and I mean, it's dirty. It goes deep, right? It's a very old thing that's been here a very long time, all right? They got their hands in almost everything, it seems like. So as you were going through this, every time you experience pain and agony, it like this thing you were pregnant with spiritually was growing. And there's just something very significant that has recently happened, and you've birthed it. It's been birthed. This new moon, you birthed divine judgment out of your pain. Out of your pain. And it's on behalf of, like, I feel it. Like, that's the reduce, reuse, recycle energy. Those that apply for are those that have been fucking up the balance of divine feminine and masculine energy in this collective. They're going to go. They're going to go. They're going to go. They're gone. They're gone. And there's something about this being very healing and activating for you. You're going to feel it. And I felt an energy earlier, and I knew it was part of this reading, and I almost forgot what the totem was going to be. And I remembered it was a sugar plum fairy, and I almost was like, I forgot the totem. So it's going to be pink, the color pink. And the reason being is someone in the collective has been really connecting with love and divine feminine energy, and the feminine side of our God. And you've gotten an upgrade, a divine feminine upgrade. I don't know how to explain it. It's a divine feminine upgrade. I also have a feeling that there's another download about to come of a wave of incarnations of divine feminines and divine mothers. I feel that getting closer. It kind of feels like an asteroid or a comet is just going to like hit the planet, and it's like divine mothers are in place, like ascended divine feminines are incarnating. Now what you did is you allowed the soil to be the right pH for these souls to seed this planet. That's why your work was so important. And that's why you've been healing through your work, because you are a divine mother. You are the planet. Like I can't tell you what you are. I can give you little glimpses and hints. You're so close to actually figuring out who you really are incarnated, or what you are incarnated, or what you are an embodiment of. And it's huge. It's a very big level. So like the reason why you've been healing through your work is because you've been literally healing the planet through your work, and you are what you're healing. And because you are what you're healing, you are now, you're making it possible for these other energies to come in, because the world is receptive or resonant for them. It's the right, I mean, if you were to have like a fish tank or an aquarium, you have the right humidity, the right the temperature. Like life needs the right circumstances to happen, and it's a miracle. And you were the gardener of this seeding of these divine energies on earth. You were the gardener. You came in here and you're weeding out God's garden. You're plowing the earth. You're sowing the seeds and fertilizing it. Your mission is so important. I don't even think you fully realize just who and what you are and how transformative what you have done here on earth has done for our planet. But it's huge. It is huge. You're healing the planet, which is healing you, which is allowing higher energies to come here. You're bringing in the new age. You're bringing in the new wave. Thank you, Divine Mother. I love you. And this is why I get a little like, I just don't want to see the bullshit where people are attacking individuals about divine feminine or divine mother or El or God or all this, like, because they are the problem. The people that are doing that are part of the problem. But whoever this message is for, you're not. You're the solution. You're the balance. You're correcting the energy. The individuals that get so triggered and have something to fucking say, like literally, I'm sorry, I'm not trying to be mean, and it's not that you're a bad person, but there's just something that you're still healing and integrating. For you to feel the need to like come at someone and say those things, like you got something you got to work through. Believe it or not, but the very imbalance that you consistently see outside of yourself and want to address and attack is actually within you. This is reminding me of a conversation I had on this platform that I shared in a recent reading where someone was asking me a question about how they had noticed recently an increase of males exuding characteristics of lower masculine archetypes. And I explained that this is part of the transition of the ascension as we integrate the higher divine blueprints, like the coding, the higher blueprint of a divine feminine or divine masculine, or these higher blueprints of consciousness or God's creation in itself. As these come into our world and become accessible, those divine feminines or divine masculines that are healed and integrated, they'll be able to access them. They'll be able to access these higher codings, these higher these consciousness light geometries, higher dimensions of consciousness, higher densities of divine awareness. They can access these divine blueprints. Now, so on the flip of that, those in the collective, because everybody's affected by these higher codes coming into the collective, but those that are unhealed and unintegrated, what that'll do is that'll bring a lot of these deep shadows that they haven't faced and released and integrated yet, and it'll bring it to the surface. And what it'll do is you will see individuals start to act out of character. Like they don't normally act, but it's like their shadow is turned up, and it is. Their shadow is like almost like exasperated or something because it's all being brought up to the surface because the collective is purging this energy out of the consciousness. We are purging these lower vibrational entities, these lower vibrational thought forms. We are purging out these lower patterns of energy, these lower constructs, these ideas, these concepts. We have to purge these all out. All of these false ideas and concepts of what a man or what a woman is or what a child of God is or what it means to be, period, like just the be, all of these has to come up and be addressed. So individuals that have unhealed or unintegrated, you might notice them act a little out of character. They might start exhibiting characteristics of low vibrational qualities or qualities of more shadow-like archetypes. And it's because they are a vessel at this time for the aspect of this transition in the collective where that is happening. But those that have already done the healing and the integrating, you guys are ahead of the wave and you guys are already accessing the higher and the lower. As above, so below. But it's not going to be as above, so below until the low isn't ruling you and keeping you from having contact with the above. So those that are acting all like weird or erratic or like tense or just, you know, a little more like volatile or something, it's literally that they haven't mastered their lower and it's disconnecting them from the higher. And until they face that lower and have dominion over it, they're going to be on the dark side of the moon. But when they work through that, they'll be integrated. And then it'll be as above, so below. And now the fingers are pointing at the moon. The fingers that are pointing down are pointing at the moon. And the fingers that are pointing up, I hope y'all are getting what I'm saying. It's alchemy. It's consciousness, alchemizing and transmuting and transforming. And this is what the collective is doing. And I'm seeing us evolve. I'm seeing us evolve. And this comes with some energies that are ready to go. We are ready for these energies to go. The collective is ready for these energies to go because the collective has already integrated its consciousness, the higher light codes. So these vessels that refuse, they got to be let go. like earth shaking off the fleas that want to latch on but don't want to, like, no. No, you either integrate and evolve or you don't ascend with us. And there's people that have made it their choice to be anti-ascension, and they're just being removed. They're being removed. A lot of these entities or beings or energies are just being removed, cleansed out. So I sense this energy of balance, integration. I think we are being prepared for a huge wave of divine feminine, Christed-like consciousness or energy or light or coding or information coming through our consciousness. And it's about to blast the right side of our brain completely open. It's going to change humanity. It is. And we had to lay the foundation first. And that's what someone in the collective that's hearing this message, that's what you did. That's what your dissertation was about. That's what your research was about. That's what your philosophy or your studies or your theology or your work, your higher education, that's what all of that was for. Was to prepare the vessel of this experience, this conscious experience, to be ready to be impregnated with the higher. And many of you were like literal wombs for this to happen. Literal wombs for this to happen. Okay. All right. So with this huge wave of like divine feminine Christed like energy that's coming into the consciousness, like this is going to shift society and people. And I think that's part of the Aquarian age. I think that's where like all this new creativity and innovation, like I feel that's a big part of it, is this wave of higher codings or templates of higher densities of consciousness, of divine awareness. And this upcoming wave of feminine energy that I feel coming into the collective is we're really going to enjoy. And many of you have already been tapping into its frequency and energy. And that's why the totem was almost just pink or something, like pink energy. And I had given a recent reading about an individual in the collective who lost their abilities because they were using it for wrong. And a righteous individual in the collective gained the ability of this wicked individual. And I described it as like an energetic perfume or like an aura makeup or something. And I feel like all of this is like precursors to this. Like it was the balancing out of the feminine energy. Like there were people that had dark spiritual gifts of lower archetypical feminine energy that were like, I don't know, like seductive or trapping or, like not great. And then like the masculine ones, they had theirs where it was like violent or, or whatever, like aggressive control, whatever it is. So these things had to be shifted and sifted through and worked out. So that was part of a lot of this purging and this integration. That was a lot of the energetic returns and the energetic upgrades. You guys are literally receiving the energy of the enemy of God because they were misusing God's creation. So literally that returns to God, and then that material, that energetic material, is returned back to God. We are of God. So like we all receive it. We are the fingers, we're the blood, like the spirit of God would be like the blood, and we're the bodies. So like when this energy returns, it's pumped through like we all receive the blood. We all receive the oxygen or the consciousness of the energy. Okay. Yeah. So that is part of the increase of gifts and abilities, is those that were unable to integrate the higher density of divine consciousness, and they continued to stay in the lower and they refused to ascend. They were stripped of these gifts and abilities, and they were given to righteous individuals that have been choosing to ascend. And then you are integrating the information, the gifts, the abilities, the energy, the light, the coding. You're integrating it with the higher mind. So you can integrate what they were using for harm and you can use it for good because you're ascended. You have the higher understanding of the divine I am awareness. So a lot of this is going to change a lot of things. And that's why I feel like, well, we're being prepared for a lot. We must be, because we've got people going through like magic training. We've got people that are like, I don't know, like ascending into some very powerful beings and understanding who and what they are and remembering. And like so many of us are remembering now. I'm like, geez, what's coming up ahead? But I'm excited for it, you know? I really am. All right. So those of you that understand the balance, those of you that understand the truth, and those of you that are vessels of the balance and vessels of the truth, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right. And for those of you that are maybe out of balance and maybe felt a little triggered by me addressing people that are out of balance and get triggered by it, you're not a bad person and I don't judge you. We're all going through this together. I love you. Okay? Don't make it a you versus me thing. It's not. It's not like that at all. I want us all to ascend, but not everyone's going to choose to. But it is worth it if you do. It's beyond the suffering. Like the suffering we went through doesn't compare to the glory. We have this Five of Pentacles. Look, some people are just going to miss out and lose on this one. Not everyone's got the ticket. Not everyone's got clearance. Like imagine seeing a line of people standing shoulder to shoulder and a train is coming through, running parallel to this line of people. So the people are standing shoulder to shoulder facing the train track that's running parallel to them. And this train is running across in front of them and there's a person hanging out of the train and it's putting things in people's hands. Everyone has their hands out and this train is coming by and putting things in people's hands, putting a piece of bread. But not everyone's getting a piece of bread. Sometimes we skip 2 people. Sometimes we skip 5 people. Sometimes we boom, 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 bread, 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 bread. Sometimes we go a big section of people and no one gets any bread. There's going to be people that miss out on this. They're not going to receive. They're not going to have it. They're not going to have the energy. They're not going to have the provision. They're not going to have the bread. Our bread won't fail us. This is our manna. This is our magic. This is our power. This is our divinity. This is our light. Magic is literally returning to earth. And this is part of it. This is part of how it's returning to earth. It's got to balance out the energies. And it's been a we thing. Like we have had to do it. We have had to do it. We've had to ascend. We've had to make the right decisions to put us on the right timeline. Otherwise, none of this would have been possible. No one outside of us was going to do this. We had to come in and do it. That's why a lot of us are starseeds. Okay. We had to change the game from the inside of the game. 3 of Swords. The game was almost failing, but it's okay. We came in and we're having victory. We're having success. So like, I do feel like this is, a very successful and victorious kind of message too. Like we've came very far. We've made some very powerful shifts and we have done good work. I literally feel angels and God, like I feel them telling us, you guys have done good. Like they couldn't continue on the plan until we did what we had to do. And we've done what we needed to do. And now the rest of the plan can come through. That's why I was like, you're going to heal through your work because as you do this work, you're healing the very thing that you are, and you just haven't realized that yet. You haven't even realized that you are the collective, that you are the mother, that you are the divine, that you are the planet. Life's going to get better. Life's gonna get better. I heard you laugh. Yeah. I can hear it in your voice. You sound a lot better. I heard it when you laughed. I also heard someone chuckle about the bread at the beginning of the reading. Right, but like when I was doing the reading, when I was doing the intro, I heard someone chuckle about the bread still being there for like the third video or whatever, second or third, I don't know, whatever. But got the chariot. We're closing this out. Judgment for the 3 of Swords and the 5 of Wands. Chariot, Judgment, Universe with the 6 of Wands. Job well done. Job well done. The heavens are pleased with us. The heavens are pleased with us. They must be. Like, if y'all seen the other recordings I recorded, like, some of y'all literally were greeted and introduced and were working with, like, just very highly ascended beings in a very high dimension. And we're given the keys of energy of a whole nother, like, bro, we ascended. Okay, we ascending. We ascending. Butterflies may be significant. Black and yellow butterflies, black and white dragonflies, blue butterflies, yellow butterflies. I don't know. Orange maybe. Butterflies. Butterflies and dragonflies may be significant. 7 of Cups reversed with the Tower. It's clarity. Spiritual clarity. Spiritual, energetic, emotional clarity. Chakra clarity. Energy clarity. This is a like energetic clarity. I am the wind, I am the seas, I am the tree. I am all of Elohim, I am me, I am we. We dance, we sing. We dance, we sing. Clarity. Clarity. Healing. A profound healing. Profound healing. A big breakthrough. This is a really big breakthrough. This is a very big ascension. Very big ascension. I haven't been taking a look at the Schumann, whatever charts resonancy, but I would imagine there's something wild or crazy kind of phenomenon has happened, like a blackout or something on it, or, whatever, because like this energy is wild. There are very powerful beings around me right now. I feel them. Some of them are literally you. I'm telling you. Yes. The white face with the black eyes for someone. The white face with the mini black eyes. Oh, yeah. I see you. I see you. Almost like like a seraphim moth angel looking thing. I don't know how to explain it. Oh, you're beautiful. Judgment, 3 of Pentacles, the Fool, and the Moon with the Fool. Y'all, something really big is about to change. Really, 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 really big. I'm not even really quite sure what it is, but like High Priestess with the Moon and the Ace of Pentacles, I feel like the collective that resonates with these recent messages I've recorded is about to receive something so astronomically big and beyond our understanding. I feel it. I feel we're getting prepared for it, like prepared to even receive such a thing. That's why we have to ascend. Like, you literally have to ascend just to even receive what's promised to us, because it's so high vibrational. We have to match the frequency to even like hold it, behold it, withstand it, like receive it for our bodies. Otherwise, like, it would destroy us. It is so powerful, it would destroy us. And this is what we're being prepared to have, to be, to see. Someone is very connected with Fae. They're here, like here. They're here in this room right now. They are here, and they're here because of you for this reading. And that for someone, you may have resonated with like the Hogwarts reading, or the I don't know, some of the recent readings I gave, and like The Fae may have been one of the beings or realms that you have been visited or working with, and they're teaching you or they're greeting you. And it's going to get to the point to where all is one and the experiences aren't going to be separate. It's going to be layers to the same film in the current moment. So you're going to be in that present moment and you are going to be aware and perceive all of the subtle realms, densities, dimensions. So if like you've been getting glimpses of other beings, that's only the start. If you've been getting glimpses of other dimensions and realms, that's literally only the start. That's to prepare you. You're about to walk those realms. You're about to go to and from all of them at once simultaneously. Some of y'all know what I'm talking about. I'm not kidding. This ain't a joke. This ain't a drill. This is not a drill. I repeat, this is real life. You've been training for this. You're ready for this. We're literally establishing God's kingdom on earth. Did you think that was going to be three-dimensional? We are increasing our dimension, our density, our frequency, because we have to. Otherwise, we literally wouldn't be able to stand in the presence that we're about to behold and be. It would destroy us. I don't know if that makes sense, but like literally our bodies had to ascend just for us to receive God's promise. Or God's promise would have freaking annihilated us because it was so powerful and we couldn't have handled it. So those dreams that you're having that are very vivid and real, that's only the beginning. I'm dead serious. You're going to be in the waking life. And you're not going to have to dream to visit there. You're not going to have a daydream or meditate. You're always going to be there because there is here. Here is there. There is no separation. Here, there, everywhere. It's all one. It's all within us. The separation is going to disappear. You could be on Earth, you could be in Arcturus, you could be in different cosmos, you could be in different dimensions, you could be talking to Faye, you could be talking to the mailman all at the same time. And that's only the beginning of that beginning. This is what we're being led up to. Then things are going to get real fast, real quick, real instant, real quantum, real timeless, real spaceless. New Earth. It's coming, y'all. Welcome to the age. Welcome to the new age of Aquarius. Thank you, star people. Thank you, God's children. Thank you, Ascended Masters. Thank you, Galactics and Interdimensionals and Angels and Earth Angels and even Earth Souls. I just love all of you. I love every single one of you. I love how infinite we all are. God has expressed and revealed itself in so many ways, and it's beautiful to see you all. And when I look at all of you, I just see the infinite beauty of our Creator in all of us. There's a lot of different beings in the room right now. There's a lot of different races. Wow, there's just a lot right now. And the diversity is a miracle. The diversity is a blessing. The diversity is the spiritual inheritance. The diversity is the birthright. That's the gift. Fuck racism. Like, damn, you low vibrational, stupid humans. Diversity is the gift. Whatever. Some people don't get that. I do. I understand how important diversity is. I understand how beautiful it is. Every being of God is infinitely unique in their own and yet still God. Isn't that amazing? All of the children that have existed, that have been created, all the beings, all the forms of life, all of the creation, and it's still God. The plant is God. The bug is God. That different kind of bug is God. That kind of being is God. That kind of human is God. That kind of black is God. That kind of white is God. That kind of purple is God. Everything that you see is God. And it's so beautiful to experience it for all eternity. It never ends. And it's for us. That is God's gift to us, to experience, to have an experience of God. And there are some that are going to be reduced, reused, recycled. They will not experience anymore. Damn, like you felt that? Like, yeah, like it's a heavy sentence. You don't exist no more. But those that are ready, y'all get ready for contact. As many beings that are in my body or my room or my mind's eye right now, y'all, this might be that galactic parade I was seeing of a summer ago. I don't know if y'all were around for that reading, but this is like, welcome to the mothership. Welcome to the mothership. Meet your ancestors. Meet your neighbors. Meet your brothers and sisters. Meet your new friends. You are now galactic civilians, Earthlings. Congratulations. I'm feeling it. Hallelujah. That was huge. That was so huge. I could jump out my skin. Like, that was such a big news. We have literally gained our citizenship of the heavens, of the stars, of the galaxy, of the cosmos. Contact is here. Oh shit. If contact is this close to being here, then that one dude's probably really about to die. Also, just a little side note. The conspiracy behind like the Simpsons and predicting the future, I don't use it as a reference. I haven't gone back and looked at things, but I have been told by my angels and my guides that that is an actually fairly accurate source of information if you wanted to use the Simpsons as a like almanac for Earth's future history. I've been told by angels that it's actually pretty accurate. I don't use it. I don't look into it. I don't look into the episodes, but I got that answer when I asked the angel, because I was like, am I right about my theory about a certain someone not finishing their term and dying soon? And they were like, yep. And I was like, how are they going to? And they were like, just watch The Simpsons. And I'm like, watch The Simpsons? Why are you telling me to watch The Simpsons? I don't watch that. And they were like, because it's actually pretty accurate. I was like, oh, okay. I never did that. So I have no idea what they were trying to share or tell me, but I'm just stubborn like that. I'd rather tap into spirit. But yeah, just thought I'd throw that out there, a little side nugget for someone. But contact is coming. Contact is here. Contact is literally already here. Like, they're here. Y'all, I don't know if you've ever done psychedelics. Like, I don't know if you've ever tripped, but you know when like the trip is coming on, or you start connecting with the other realm and then you realize the reality that's always been there. Like, the veil thins. Well, that's what I'm feeling happening in the collective. It's like everybody is getting dosed up off this like natural, and maybe that's part of the crystallization and the activation of our DNA. I almost said DMT. That's funny. Of our DNA. I wonder if that increases production of dimethyltryptamine in our body, because I've literally have been getting like, I don't do that stuff no more. I'm getting too old for that. I don't do that no more. Like, I had my fun in my young days. I don't do that no more. But I've been recently feeling like these waves, and it feels similar to like ayahuasca or like a mushroom trip. And man, it's that feeling when like you're connected to the breath of everything. Everything's breathing, everything's alive. You're connected with the one, with the all. It's not physical matter anymore. It's consciousness. We're ascending, y'all. Like, we're really ascending because here, there, everywhere, it's all one. It's all here. It's all now. It's all within me, and it's all around me. Like, even though I'm sitting on my floor right now on Earth Realm, sitting, like, there's this carpet, there's, like, this is real. This is real life. Like, I'm grounded. This is here. But the beings I am seeing and feeling and knowing are also here is so beyond this world. And there's so many of them. I don't even know their name. I don't know I've never seen some of these beings I've never seen before. I'm seeing so many different, just infinite, unique creations of God. And they're all here. And it's like, I don't know. We're ready. We're ready. We're literally ready. That's what I'm getting from this. What I'm getting from them is that we're ready. We're ready for contact. We're ready to integrate. We're ready for the next phase of our ascension, of our planet. Earthlings got their intergalactic celestial citizenship. You are no longer just, I don't know, I don't know, in whatever country you live in, like your flag, your nation, like you're no longer that. You're no longer an earthling. You are now a citizen of the entire cosmos. And you come from the hometown of earthling, and you come from, like, that's your neighborhood, that's your hood, but you are a citizen of the all. We've ascended. The planet has ascended. I feel it. I feel that the planet has ascended. Now there might be some people, how can you say that when just shut up. I'm not even going there. I've already handled that argument before. It's a spectrum of experience and frequency in the consciousness. But I feel a liberation, a break through the ceiling. I feel an activation. I feel a reunion, a celestial reunion. And I feel that we are returning home. Guys, we're returning home. Some of you may have actually recently heard that message, returning home. You're going to be returning home, returning home. Returning home, what does that mean? It literally means we're returning home here. You don't have to leave Earth to return home. We're bringing home to Earth. We're returning home. And we didn't have to go anywhere. We brought it here. Hi. In this incarnation, my name is Ian. I'm a citizen of the entire cosmos. This avatar came from Earth. I'm an earthling in this body. Our world is changing. Our world is changing. I don't like, this is crazy. It's really changing. It's really changing. I feel it. Something's about to change with our government. Something's about to change. I'm not talking about Project Blueprint. I'm not talking about that stupid shit. I'm talking about like real, exciting, good change. It's time. And I remember about 2 years ago, it was one of my first readings I gave. I remember picking up on a download that these like beings were having a meeting, and apparently like way back in like one of the world wars, like in the 1900s, one of the world wars, I feel like it was probably around the 50s or something, there was a meeting that took place, and there was an agreement that was made with these other beings and the leaders of Earth, because they wanted to go ahead and reveal to people the truth. But the leaders said no. But something that did happen during that meeting was there was an agreed upon date and time of when it would be revealed. And I think we've been past that point. I think we've been past that point of this agreed upon time of when the world leaders of Earth made this deal with these other beings of when can we reveal the truth to the people of Earth of who they are, who we are, who their inheritance, who their neighbors, who their parents are, who created them, what they are, what their history is, why are they here? It's time for them to know. Huge disclosure is about to come out. Huge disclosure. Y'all, there's weird phenomenons going on. I'm seeing faces and like I feel like I'm like kind of having a trip right now, and I'm not. I'm very much sober, very clear. Like I have a very clear mind too. But it's interesting. So if you've been experiencing phenomenon, the veil thinning, you've been seeing beings, faces, things interacting, like y'all, I'm gonna be honest with you, it's only gonna get more. It's only gonna get more real, more vivid, more lifelike, more intense, more right there, tangible, because we are reaching the frequency. Our, like literally, our visible spectrum is increasing because we're using our mind's eye. The mind's eye, the all eye. We're using that eye. So we see the X-ray, the Blu-ray, the all of it, like all the rays. Oh, this energy. And these beings are like kind of intense. They're not, but like it would be really easy for a human to feel fearful with all of these like eyes and faces on you. They really don't want us to be afraid though. And that's why like those that are ready, they'll reveal themselves too. So maybe not everyone right now is necessarily experiencing, it's just, I don't know. We're very close to it just not mattering. We're just very close to it not mattering. Everyone's going to have contact, like literally everyone. We're close to that. I don't know how close, but I feel we've gotten a lot closer. We've made some huge shifts recently. Big ascensions, big jumps, big leaps. Oh man, I feel the pressure in my head. Gosh, they're like watching me right now while I'm giving this message, like almost like as if even me giving this message is critical for some reason. Like they're observing, like they're watching me give the message and they're watching you listen to the message. Some of y'all felt it as soon as I brought that to your attention and you got chills. Like I felt it go down your spinal column. It was also a fluid. You literally had an activation actually. You may have felt like a chill, but that was also like Christos. Just by you sensing their presence was activating. Whoa. It's like they're observing. They're observing how ready, how much have we integrated our fear? How much have we overcome fear? And honestly, from what I'm sensing by their energies and my energy, I think they're honestly pretty impressed by what they're seeing. The fact that I, for one, am sitting here maintaining this awareness of all of them, and I'm calm, I'm not scared. I'm delivering this message. And many of you are receiving this well. And that's what they wanted to see. They wanted to see how this message, it was like a test on just a small portion of the population. You know, maybe 5 or 10,000 people might see this. You guys were all watched when you watched this. And they like were reading your energy and your response. Did this cause fear in you? And if it didn't, if you weren't scared, if you weren't afraid at all about these beings or at the thought of this integration or any of this message, then you're probably cleared for further contact. I'm just going to go ahead and throw that out there. That's not anything to scare you. Like, this is a good thing. It really is, because we're connecting with our birthright, with our celestial inheritance. We are the stars. And it's time we connect. We reconnect with who we are. I mean, there were ancient civilizations. There were, I mean, you know, native tribes. There's been pockets throughout the history of Earth that have had this connection, but it's returning. And it's becoming global. It's becoming global. This connection is becoming global. 5D, Ethernet. 5D and higher Ethernet. All right? Ethers. Wow. Y'all, I don't know. I kind of feel like I'm actually, for some of you, I'm going to see you again very soon. Some of you listening to me, I just felt it. I felt like I telepathically sensed something that these beings were just communicated. And they said that we were ready. And it literally felt like we were about to we're about to board something. Like we're about to join them somewhere and eat with them or sit at a table with them and discuss. Like, I really feel like I'm about to see y'all there. I'm about to see y'all there. This might be another download that comes in a couple days or something. I might come back and share with you what I saw, what we did while we were there. So if you're new here, subscribe because we do some cool stuff around here. But thank you all for being here. What else would you like them to know? Don't be scared. Don't be scared. I really think that's the main thing is don't be scared. I don't know if you've ever heard the Aquarian song or the Aquarian Age song. Some of you know exactly what I'm talking about. I've been hearing that throughout this reading. And what's been interesting is I've been hearing the actual consciousness or race that was behind a certain code or frequency that was put in that song. I'm hearing the beings from that star system or that realm sing their tune of that song to me specifically. So I'm getting like this one layer of the code within that song singled out to me and sung to me directly by the beings that were channeling this message through the person that created that song. Okay, wow, that was an interesting download. Y'all, we're literally turning galactic. We're turning intergalactic, like Earth is turning intergalactic now as we speak. That's what you guys are experiencing. That's why you guys are getting new gifts and abilities and connecting with these new beings and this energy, and the veil is thinning oh my gosh, this is so exciting. I really I don't want to end this reading because this is, and I've been seeing lots of like insectoid like beings too, like humanoid insectoids like moths and mantis and I don't know, like bees or something, like flying things and stuff like that. They're telling me about how everything on Earth that's alive, even the things we haven't discovered yet, are what they are because of the information that came from their DNA when they seeded the planet. So like the bugs that are on our planet, I know we are like, bugs, but like those are actually little arcs of divine coding and information that came from other galaxies and star systems. And that bug actually has the genetic information, if we were to activate it, of the insectoid beings, the highly intelligent, ascended, humanoid insectoid beings that came from other galaxies and star systems. Literally, they've been here this whole time. That's what people are about to wake up to. You guys are really about to feel the elements. You guys are really about to get connected. Get connected. Like very, oh my gosh, so connected. Wow. I'm having a hard time continuing this reading because I'm just enjoying the space that I have right now with these beings. Like I'm enjoying their energy. They've been like telepathic and communicating things with me, but I don't really want to end the reading because I don't really want to leave their energy. But I think that's kind of silly of me to think that just because I stop recording this message that their presence and energy is going to go. Yeah. They feel good. Like, if you, for your first time, you might feel it, see it, experience it, and there might be that note of fear. And if they pick up on that, they may pull away. If you overcome that and you realize there's nothing to be afraid of, you will actually experience their true energy or presence. And it feels very good because they're very high vibrational. They're ascended, they're divine, and they are love. They love us. They've just been waiting for us to return. Like, be ready for this. They're excited. They're excited to interact with us. We're like their children in a way. We're like this great experiment, and finally the experiment is grown up and is intellectual, sentient, conscious, and aware of its parents. And now we can have a relationship with each other. They're excited for this. Very excited. It's an exciting thing. Imagine you planted a garden, but this garden was no easy garden. I mean, we had to start over a few times and reseed and, bring the garden back down to soil and start all over again. We had to do that a few times. But now we've gotten to the point to where the garden is aware of what it was always supposed to be. And now that it's aware of what it was always supposed to be, we're stepping into the very thing that this whole experiment was created to be. We're finally like, yes, all this time, all this energy, all this effort, all this hard work, it's finally paying off. The garden has ascended. The garden is one like us. The garden is just like us, made in our image. Now they know me. Now they know me. Now they know us, just as we have known them. Now we can connect with our creation. We can show them the love that we have always had for them. We have loved you. Humans of Earth, we have loved you. We have watched you do amazing things, terrible things, great things. We have watched all the highs and lows and extremes. And we are so proud of our creation. We are so proud of you, humans of Earth. We love you. And we are grateful that you have completed and made it through successfully this ascension. It's a relief. Would you, being the gardener, want to have to return the garden back to dirt again? Well, we didn't either. We were really hoping we didn't have to do that this time. We were really hoping this would be the time that it takes, that the divine coding takes, that it sets in. It sets in the genome, in the consciousness, that you guys remember. You remember what we are. And now you can be exactly what we created you to be. Heaven on earth. You guys are a miracle. Literally, humans on earth can do things in their full admin cadmin body, like in the 1212 grid, like the full activation of all the strands of DNA. We are a perfect creation. And it's exciting to see the prototype turn out successful. We don't have to go back to the experiment's working. The prototype is successful. We have the new human. The humans chose ascension. They chose ascension over destruction. And now we can greet them. I don't know if y'all understand what I'm tapping into. I don't know if it's as clear for the recipient as it is for me being the channeler, but it's very clear to me what's going on. And I'm amazed that this is happening now. Whoa. I knew 2025 was going to be a big one, but like, to really be in it, to see it, to feel it, to experience it. Yeah, okay, yeah. It's a lot. This is crazy. This is such a job well done. I'm so like, the garden, y'all. The garden. The garden. The keepers and the watchers of the garden are so pleased with their garden. And we're the garden. And we're what they're pleased with. We're the successful experiment. Imagine like you're a divine scientist and you're trying to create some new form of life. Something miraculous, something impossible, something divine. You keep trying different formulas, different things, and in your little lab training, you get all sorts of creations that pop up, all these miraculous imaginations of life. But an impurity is in there, or an imperfection, or some kind of a disease, a cancer, a sin, something's off. So we keep going back. Because the impurity is already in there. We're not going to start over. The impurity is already in the material that we're working with. So we're just going to hope that the material can overcome the impurity. And that's exactly what happened. The material overcame the impurity. Thank God. We don't have to start from scratch. We don't have to start over. We created something that was perfect and it got contaminated. Instead of just destroying it, we decided to roll with it and see how this turned out. And well, civilizations have risen and fallen and risen and fallen. And, there's, been some floods and some fallen civilizations and we've had to start over again. But each time you guys fell, you learned. And we have watched humanity ascend. Even after the falls, you guys were ascending. So each time you guys fell and you got back up better than you were before you fell. You guys weren't failing, you were learning. You were ascending. You were learning how to walk. You had to crawl before you could walk. And sometimes you would learn how to walk, but you would learn how to walk with the wrong way. So we brought you back down to crawling again. And then you took what you learned from the first time. You learned how to crawl, then walk, but your walk was a little off. So we're going to bring that back down. Let's learn how to crawl again. But you still retain the knowledge and the experience of the first time. So then this time when you learn to crawl and then to walk, you learn a better version of how to do that. You learned from the previous fall. The information never went anywhere. You guys never really actually started over. It may have seemed like it, may have felt like that. And then seeding back from density, we understand. But you guys have done so well. It's remarkable. We were really hopeful this time, and we're glad. We're glad we had hope in you. Because this was successful. We can work with the perfect material, because the perfect material that got infected, if you want to say that, there was an impurity that got into it. You guys, through trial and error, have overcame that impurity. And now you're ready for your inheritance, your birthright, your spiritual birthright. This is what we created you to be. But you had to learn how to crawl before you could walk. You had to learn how to walk before you could run, before you could jump, before you could skip, before you could fly. Earthlings have done amazing things, and we have thoroughly enjoyed being with you on your journey. We have enjoyed your growth, the story, the experiences. You guys are such a unique being of life. It's truly magnificent. The experiment went well. It became exactly what we designed it to be. And that took a miracle, because there was free will in play. Life needs perfect conditions to be met. But we did it. We created you. And here you are, looking back at us. The new age is here, y'all. The new age is here. Didn't even realize this reading was almost an hour and a half. Should have done it live. My goodness. All right. I'm going to go ahead and leave this reading here. I know, right? Like, why? Because the message came out. But don't worry. These energies, this home that we're returning to, it's not going anywhere. It's always been within. And we've just been waiting within you for you to tap in. Waiting within you for you to tap in. We've always been here. It's always been here. We've always loved you. And we're glad you're home. We're glad you're home. Godspeed. God bless you all. I'm going to go ahead and leave this reading here. If you like the way that I read, please be sure to like, share, comment, subscribe. I greatly appreciate each and every single one of you. I will see you on the next collective message.